So I just sat outside to film the second episode, and I'll show you. There's like pretty nasty looking clouds. Like, they're not looking very good. We thought it was gonna be a huge thunderstorm. And it wasn't that big. It rained a lot, but there wasn't very much like thunder or lightning or anything. So it was kind of a downer. I was kind of looking forward to that. And it's raining. We'll see how bad it gets. Okay. So I'm gonna look at questions that I got on my last video. They're on my Kindle. So Stacy Martin said, "My beautiful niece, well done. Maybe next time talk about the food and how the countryside is. Have you seen any waterfalls? How do people dress there? Are there any gross bugs? Maybe this will help. Love and miss you, waiting for your next one." I love and miss you too, Aunt Stacy. We're not living in the countryside. So not really, at least I don't think we are. Like, doesn't feel countryside. It's a fairly big town. We're right on the Mediterranean. I've noticed that, this is gonna sound really weird, but I've been thinking, like when I think, I'm thinking in a British accent because I'm surrounded by like British people. So I've been thinking in a British accent a lot, and sometimes I'll accidentally say mum instead of mom, but I try not to do that around Jan because I'm afraid I'm gonna offend her if I like start talking in a British accent, but I'm not actually British. So, yeah. And we haven't really gotten a taste for the Spanish food. Well, actually we have. We've tried tapas. And what else do we have? Oh, it's that, I forgot what it's called, but it's rice and it has seafood on it. I'll post the name of the dish down below because I can't remember what it's called right now, but we got it at this festival thing. I think it's the May festival. It's like the city's festival that they have every year, and it was the 25th anniversary. So we were thinking I was thinking it'd be super good, but they served it to me. It was cold, and the rice was hard, so it wasn't actually cooked all the way. So I didn't really like it that much, but I'm not going to judge it from that dish because obviously it's better than that, pretty sure. Have you seen any waterfalls? No. I have not seen any waterfalls. I'm pretty sure waterfalls usually come off of a mountain, right? I think, yeah. They usually come off a mountain, and most of this area is flat as far as I can tell. So there's not really any places to see a waterfall. Are there any gross bugs? Ants. Those aren't really gross, but there is a lot of ants. I haven't really noticed any gross bugs. I know that they have cockroaches here, but I haven't had an encounter yet, thank goodness. One thing that I noticed is that after it rains, you know how, that was a really big lightning strike too. After it rains, you know how you'll be walking down the street or something and there'll be worms because, you know, like the ground gets too flooded, so if they come out so that they don't drown. I haven't seen that yet here, so I'm starting to wonder if they have any worms here. Like, I know that's kind of gross to think about, but I don't know. I'll have to go on a hunt for worms. How do people dress there? For the most part, I think they dress pretty casually, like, you know, shorts and a shirt or something. But I've noticed that sometimes when it's later at night, around like 8 o'clock, and my parents will be walking around, which is a very rare occasion because we're normally not out that late, but we'll be walking around just coming home from somewhere. And I'll see some people that are wearing, like, you know, pencil skirts and are dressed in slacks and stuff. So I think they like to, I forgot what the term is, they like to dress smart according to my mom's Spanish book. So it's pretty much like the United States. Because, you know, like we said, this is kind of like London, Spain, not really Spain. So I can't really, yeah. Okay, so I moved locations. I'm actually sitting, before I was sitting up there on our balcony thing, and now I'm sitting down here on our porch. It's gonna start pouring rain, because when it rains in Spain, it pours. Like, it doesn't just drizzle, it's like, it's crazy. So, last question. My Aunt Tina asked, what's it like in Torrevieja? So Torrevieja is this place that we've been going to basically every weekend that we've been here so far. And it's about 15 minutes, give or take, away from here. And that's where we experience most of the Spanish culture that we've gotten here. Like, there's a lot more Spanish-speaking people there and a lot more Spanish people there. So Torrevieja on the weekends, from what I can tell, is a pretty popular place, I guess you could say. Not as popular as Alicante, which is a huge city that's the other direction, I think. No, I think it's the same direction, but it's about an hour away from here, and Torrevieja is only 15 minutes away from here. But there's a lot of people there, and it's nice to see people actually my age there instead of old people. Not that I have anything against old people, but, you know, I just, like, yeah. I miss having friends. Like, I have friends, but on the internet. I miss having actual friends with me. So, yeah, it's nice. I like Torrevieja. I'd rather be staying there just because there's people there that I can attempt to make friends with, and there's nobody here my age, so. Okay, well, I will see you guys on Sunday. Then I woke up at 7. I thought that was a flying dog, but I think it was a person on a bike, but it looked like a dog. I'm sitting on a towel.